Nctv45 Newswatch coming at you as you look out at the traffic moving around on, yes, Route 18 Wilmington Road here in Northwest Newcastle. It's Newswatch Midday, and it's straight ahead for you.
Nctv45 Newcastle, The Train.
Come dine with us, come dine today. If you could use some real good food, there's a place not far away. If you could use a drink or two, or a place to go and play, come to Gallows Italian Villa today.
The Gathering Banquet Center, an event center located at 2552 Ben Franklin Highway, is the right place for your event. Many buffet dinner packages to choose from, and it makes any event special and elegant. Call 724-652-1149 and let Gatherings serve you. Elham's for one great dining experience. Good morning or afternoon, as it's a few minutes before 12. And as you take a look outside, traffic moving along pretty normally, but we've got some interesting weather information for you. Hazardous weather outlook topping our Newswatch at midday, and that in effect from 3 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Wednesday, and we'll put this out there for you. The hazardous weather outlook is for east central Ohio, southwest Pennsylvania, western Pennsylvania, and northern West Virginia, as predicting some pretty tricky weather. And here's what they're talking about. You're going to have a mix of precip. We're going to get to more in Lawrence County 45 weather. But what to expect is a mix of precipitation, snow accumulations between 2 and 4 inches, winds gusting to 40 miles an hour. Again, I told you where. And this from 3 a.m. to 1 p.m. Slippery road conditions, hazardous conditions. We'll put this out for you as we get to more here on Lawrence County 45 weather. But let's take a gander, since it's lunchtime. Mention a few notes for you. Today at Cedars, and remember, it's also wing night, but they have stuffed cabbage with potatoes covered in a tomato gravy. That sounds delicious. Lindy's Lunch, hot roast beef on Mancini's Italian bread with their fresh cut fries and gravy. Can't miss that. Two awesome things. And remember, today at Gallows, it's their lunch buffet. So a lot of great things coming up there. I remind you that we put on the Lawrence County Commissioners meeting, and make sure that you tune into that, as they had some interesting things about some money that was getting allocated, Westminster College getting some for the nursing program, working along with UPMC. Make sure that you tune in and take a look at that, as pretty interesting information, and might help you in some of the things that you're looking at or might want to know. Now, as we continue with Newswatch, couple things in from the state of Pennsylvania. State Museum of PA, the PA Heritage Foundation, invited artists to enter the annual Art of the State juried exhibition. The State Museum of Pennsylvania and the Pennsylvania Heritage Foundation remind artists, craftsmen to submit applications to exhibit their work in the annual Art of the State, now in its 56th year. An acclaimed juried art exhibition boasting a tradition of high representation, creative art by Pennsylvanians, chosen by a distinguished panel of jurors. So be on the lookout for that. Pennsylvania's lottery in the Clover Second Chance drawing opens, offering a total of $210,000 in prizes. That going on today. And DNA IDs a woman killed in 1978 with a crash that was on the turnpike. Linda Jean McClure, she was 26, of Indiana, Pennsylvania, was a passenger in a tractor trailer that crashed at a mile marker 119.4 eastbound in Stony Creek Township, Somerset County, back on October 22nd, 1978. The truck caught fire, the fuel tank in a semi truck, killing McClure and her driver. And they just found that out now on who she was with that DNA. Now we're going to bounce over to, of all things, sports, as you get ready for this weekend's big games. And let's see what's going on in your sports world today. You're watching Nctv45, and I will post those weather things as we make the turn to go to weather. Thanks for watching. Here we go to sports.
The Cedars Restaurant in Newcastle wants you to indulge in the food from their pleasing menu. The Cedars features Mediterranean, pub food, Middle Eastern cuisine, and so much more. They're open every day, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Call the Cedars on the east side at 827 Addis Street, Newcastle. 724-658-9543. That's 724-658-9543.
Hello and welcome to Lindy's Lunch. Yes, whether it's their great breakfast or, just like it says, lunch, it's great anytime. Try their breakfast and you'll be satisfied. A pierogi cheeseburger, an Italian Joe, and smothered hoagies, all. And don't forget the French fries with chili. Yes, it's Lindy's Lunch. For the best, stop by. Give us a call.
Rowdy sons of Notre Dame, sing Hello and welcome to the Cedar Sports Corner Report. Let's take a look at around the sports world for your Tuesday. For your NCAA men's matchups, number 20 Miami goes to Florida State at 7 o'clock on ESPNU. Notre Dame goes to NC State at 7 o'clock on the ACC network. For your other ranked and local games, number 11 TCU will play host to Oklahoma at 8 o'clock on the Big 12 network or ESPN+. Number 5 Kansas State goes to number 12 Iowa State in a huge conference battle at 9 o'clock on ESPNU. Number 10 Texas plays host to Oklahoma State on the Longhorn Network. And number 24 Clemson will host Georgia Tech at 9 o'clock on the ACC network. For your NHL matchups, big slate coming for you. Now remember, all these games can be found on NHL Powerplay or ESPN+, however you prefer to watch. 7 o'clock, Detroit will host San Jose. Boston goes to Montreal. Philly hosts the Kings. The hometown Pens will host the Florida Panthers. Minnesota goes to Tampa Bay. 7:30, Vegas goes to New Jersey. 8 o'clock, Nashville hosts Winnipeg, and St. Louis hosts Buffalo. For your 9 o'clock games, Arizona hosts Anaheim, and Colorado will host Washington. 10 o'clock, the Vancouver Canucks will host the Chicago Blackhawks. For your NBA slate, a few games for you. Indiana will host Chicago at 7 o'clock. Boston goes to Miami at 7:30 on TNT. Cleveland goes to the Knicks at 7:30, or goes to New York, to take on the Knicks at 7:30. 8 o'clock, New Orleans will host Denver. 8:30, the Dallas Mavericks will host the Washington Wizards. At 9 o'clock, Phoenix Suns will host the Charlotte Hornets, and at 10 o'clock on TNT, a Los Angeles battle between the Clippers and the Lakers. That's all we got for you today. Why don't you head over to the Cedars, catch all these great games, enjoy the great food. We're going to take a time out. Be right back.
Allie's Upper Crust at 1700 Highland Avenue has a full menu: pizza, roll-ups, salad, soup, sandwiches, strombolis, dinners. They are just great for dine-in or take-out. Don't forget to give them a call at 724-652-7553. It's Allie's Upper Crust. This program furnished by Sporting Goods, 23 East Washington Street, Newcastle. Call 724-658-2535.
Los Amigos! Ladies and gentlemen, if you need a good bite to eat, make sure to check out Los Amigos. They got you covered with things such as tacos, burritos, molcajete, and don't forget the great chips and salsa they put out for you when you get there. Make sure to check out Los Amigos on West State Street, Newcastle, PA, 16101. It's Los Amigos. Los Amigos, Los Amigos, Los Amigos!
Well, welcome back as we're going to get to Lawrence County 45 weather in a second. And a little chilly outside as, take a gander. It's clear, but you just get that sense that it's going to turn. 31 degrees out there. We're going to get to more in Lawrence County 45 weather right after we cover this stuff that's coming up for you. Tomorrow, at about this time, noontime, knowledge, it's WedNet PA, a new perspective on training, PA Career Link, having that. Make sure you give them a call. And then on Thursday, Friendly Feud. I kind of enjoy the game show. They're going to do that out at the Fracture Grate. Also, feature performer on Thursday, Junior B and the Shakers. Know that it's crazy trivia down in Elwood City at the Kohler Brew Pub. So,